All right, and a very good Saturday afternoon, I should say. Your man FGL here, and you're back on Soft TV, the singer-songwriter series. Man, we've got so many good acts coming up in the last few months, and in fact, today alone, we're going to have two excellent acts, and both of them releasing their albums anyway. By the way, or should I say, the last act of the evening will be Shannon Luke, who's coming on a little after 3 o'clock. But today, right now, I love these guys. Please make them feel welcome. Megalomania!
And now for something completely spinal.
Yeah! I got the spinal reconstruction blues. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. My spine's not very fine, it'll heal but every time. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. They're putting my spine on ice. You know they're putting my spine on ice. It don't feel very nice to have your spine on back to nice. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. They're coming to lock me up. You know they're coming to lock me up. I got evil in my brain, you know it's driving me insane. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. They trapped me in this cage. You know they trapped me in this cage. My eyes are bound with rage, I can't take this at my age. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. Yeah! To die, you know I'm fixing for to die. This life has passed me by and they left me to die. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. They're coming to bury me. You know they're coming to bury me. All I want is to be free, escape this life of misery. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. I got the spinal reconstruction blues. Yeah.
All right, Megalomania. Guys, welcome down to Soft TV. Thanks so much for doing Soft TV. You know, it's good to finally get Megalomania on. And Pete, I'll tell you what, before we actually get on to business, would you like to introduce the members of Megalomania?
All right, man. So we've got over here on the guitar, we got Faz Aron.
He looks familiar. I know him.
Yeah,
I know him well.
Behind me, we've got the master of Mojo, the only guy in the band whose name actually starts with M, Mohan Dharan. And then over there, our drummer, the man on skins, he's the rock and roll doctor himself, the Beast.
Oh, the
That's
Beast.
Val Obidko.
Yeah. And, you know, actually, to be honest with you guys out there, you know, all those softies out there, I know these guys pretty well. I've gigged with them before, and, you know, and it's great to have an episode, with you guys and with friends and all that. Yeah. So, Pete, like I said, welcome, and welcome back to Softy B. It's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah.
You did a solo slot some years back, I think.
Yeah, it was about 2 years ago with my friend Jay Lee.
Yeah, that's right. So right now it's with the full band, you know, Megalomania, and I'm excited. So let's start with at the very beginning. How did it all start for Megalomania?
Well, I was in a band before that played Black Sabbath songs, and we put out a couple of songs, original songs as well. The band didn't stay together, unfortunately, but but we quickly reformed, kind of the same concept, playing Black Sabbath songs.
Okay.
That was 4 years ago. And it was the same lineup except for Faz. We had a different guitarist at the time. Great guitarist, but we weren't making any progress with original songs.
I see.
Yeah,
So you're pretty much a cover act, a Black Sabbath cover band.
Yeah, we
at the
wanted to
time.
do originals, because after you get tight playing your covers, you want to move on to the next level, which is to really own something, to write good songs. That wasn't happening, but that other guitarist, he kind of retired from the band. And Farid, you introduced us to Faz.
Yeah.
And that just got the juices flowing. That was last year, January. And man, we wrote about 4 or 5 songs in the first 2 months alone. Got those songs real tight, started playing them around a little bit. And then last November, we started recording. And it's been a long journey.
Wow. And
The album's coming out today.
Okay. And so what's the album called?
The album's called Escape the World, which is named after a song that Faz wrote, which we'll hear next, of course. But it's got 6 songs on it. Today we'll be playing 4 of those 6 songs.
All right.
And then tonight we'll be playing all 6 at the Crazy Elephant at this gig.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Crazy Elephant, the album launch tonight. We're going to talk a bit more about that later on. But first of all, I want to go back to that first song you did, Pete. And it's called Spinal Reconstruction Blues.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure all our viewers, they want to know, what's it all about and,
Well, there's so many blues songs out there, right? Traveling Woman Blues.
the 5 C's, yeah.
I mean, something blues, right? So at some point I was inspired to create this absurd blues song called Spinal Reconstruction Blues. It's actually about a spinal reconstruction that I really had. I had surgery a year and a half ago. My spine was busted. I had to get some bones repaired in my spine, so it was a pretty scary experience for me. At some point, the title inspired me, and I got a melody in my head, and I wrote out some lyrics. So it's got 5 verses. The first 2 are really about me, and the last 3 are a little sort of kind of absurd blues cliches, but it's all a real feeling. Okay.
Spinal Reconstruction Blue and, Black Sabbath. Doesn't really. I mean, so would it be, how would you describe the differences between Megalomania now, doing original material, and the old Megalomania when you were purely cover band?
I mean, Black Sabbath, don't forget, they started off as a blues band, and on their first album, they've got 2 true blues songs. In fact, they even put covers on their first album.
Right.
Yeah. So, Evil Woman's a blues song. Warning is a blues song too. So that's kind of where we are with that. I mean, I don't feel like we've strayed too far from the mission. Of course, on the album, some songs sound more like traditional Sabbath than others. That's for sure.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Can't deny that.
Like I said, I've seen you guys in concert so many times, and you guys rock the house. So, is that is it going to be the same thing, the same formula? Can we expect any surprises tonight, and what's going to happen?
No, tonight we're just going to seriously kick out the jams. It's going to be a full-on, full energy, full set. I've got a new back, and no worries. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go straight to the second song right now. But before I go to the next song, maybe you can tell us about it.
Okay, so this song's called Escape the World. It's a much more serious song than the first one.
Yes.
It's basically inspired by the sad tales that we see in the newspapers of refugees, especially from Syria, war refugees. I myself can relate to that personally, actually, because both my parents were war refugees. They were kicked out of their towns.
Oh, wow, my God.
I've never been there. They haven't been back since they left.
Where were they from?
Well, they're both from sort of the eastern edges of Germany.
I see.
And I guess at the end of World War II, when the borders all changed and things got really scary, they had to leave their towns. So this terrible sort of a story is still happening. Yeah. So we wrote the song "Escape the World." Faz came up with the music, and he wanted to make it a kind of meaningful song about anti-war.
Yeah, and I heard the track, excellent. I saw the video, the track, sorry, excellent solo from one of your guest performers.
That's
Dalif,
right.
I think, was it?
Yeah, Dalif Ali contributed a really great solo to the recording.
Solo.
He's not here today to play it, so Faz will play his version. Yeah, that'll be
well, I'm sure Faz will more than hold his own on that one.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Without further ado, we're going to get you guys to do song number 2. And all you softies out there, put it together and welcome Megalomania with Escape the World.
With my memory, an empty life I can't bear it. All I feel is emptiness. No place to run. The battle's flowing ever closer. People dying every day. What a brand, a place to slay. That is all what we need. World of fire and cruelty, soldiers marching everywhere. We fear for tomorrow, but we can dream today. Escape from the world of fire and cruelty, soldiers marching everywhere. We fear for tomorrow, but we can dream today. Escape from the world.
All right, Megalomania with Escape the World. Great job, guys. Great job. Great song. All right, I'm going to move on to the members of the band right now. And first of all, let's talk to Faz Aron.
Hi there.
And Faz Aron, for those who are in the know or those who are not in the know, Faz Aron is actually a pretty busy and hot session guitar player who plays with several bands, including my band, Retro Groove, of course. So, my first question, Faz, is, how does it feel like? What did it feel like to actually come on board with Megalomania, to record with Megalomania, to be a part of the band? How's it been for you?
Yeah, it's actually a nice experience. I was actually a funk rock guitarist, but having in a different genre in a way, in some way. But
I can imagine.
So I mix certain rock stuff with certain, a little bit of funk here and there, and also, of course, some ballad. That's a song that I wrote for Escape the World.
It's beautiful stuff. And like I said, your funk background, so to speak, and your retro stuff that you play with us as well.
Yeah.
Do you think you've changed the sound of Megalomania a little bit from a pure hard rock to giving it a more versatile, all-round feel?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, like for example, when Steve Morse joined Deep Purple, he replaced Blackmore, but he brought so much more to the band. So do you think that's something similar for you and Megalomania?
Yeah, I think I changed a lot of the sound, but changed. I mean, I don't know. I mean, for the better. I hope.
Yeah, change the world, change the sound too.
Yeah.
Good.
So. Yeah.
And I'm glad you're having fun and enjoying it, the ride.
Yeah.
And I saw you guys in the papers a couple of days back.
Yeah.
And it was good to see Megalomania.
Actually, my teacher was the one reminding me, "Hey, Faz, I saw you in the paper."
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Then after that, Pete was the one. And after that, we start looking for the today's paper.
Today's paper. So do you guys get like 100 copies?
100, but a few copies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling when it comes out and yeah. Anyway, great guitar playing, good job.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome. And we're going to move on now to the bass player, who is Mohan.
Yep, that's me.
And Mohan, you've been with the band right from the very beginning, right?
Yeah, about 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah,
So how has it been playing and working with Peter Hoflich?
it's great.
No hold bar, you can tell us everything, the good and the bad and everything, straight out.
Well, it's great because I really love Black Sabbath, classic rock,
Right.
stuff like that. And when Val approached me one day to ask me to come and just try out with the band,
Right.
and he says we're just going to do Black Sabbath, and that really excited me a lot because I really I think there's not many bands in Singapore that really plays Black Sabbath music.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be a great experience, so I actually joined them.
So your genre was basically hard rock
Rock
and Black Sabbath. And
yes.
So it's like a marriage made in heaven, I guess. When
Exactly.
joining.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you think you've contributed to the sound of the album in terms of your bass playing and?
Well, quite a number of tracks. The music was actually composed by me.
Oh, really? Okay.
And,
Right.
and when I did these tunes, I had a lot of old classic rock tunes in my mind.
Your
So,
influences, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Like Psycho Blaster was actually
that's a-
more of a cream song.
Yeah.
And we just made it a bit more heavier. Yeah.
Okay. That's a tune I like a lot. Yeah, I've heard that one as well.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you're enjoying the ride with Megalomania
Yeah.
and having such a good time. And yeah, we hope to see and hear more from you guys.
Thanks.
And we're gonna move next, if we can. The cable can reach far enough, to the man on the drums.
Thank you, Farid.
Val for short. We call him Val. Val, welcome to Soft TV. Good to have you. And again,
Thank you,
I've
man.
known Val for many years, and we've gigged together as well.
Right.
But Val, you're another pioneer member of Megalomania. And how's it been from the start?
So it was good. We started with Peter with previous band, actually.
Okay.
Then when we moved to Megalomania, we approached Mohan to help us with the bass.
Right.
And Faz joined us about 2 years back, I think, 1.5, 2 years back. And we are enjoying ourselves.
That's good. And I know that you play also with a few bands on the side, jamming like blues, Singapore Blues Club, jamming here and there. You played with me, the world music stuff, and you're pretty much all rounder as well. So, what's your whole take about the Black Sabbath covers versus what you guys are doing now in Megalomania?
It's just, I think, next level for us in our
next yeah.
journey here. Then I want to thank soft.com as well, because
Oh, yeah, of course.
all the bands I've been playing in Singapore, I found them through soft.com, you know.
Wow.
In
I think
2006, there was
I think we take just 10 seconds off to give applause to James Wu, the owner of Soft.
Yes, James.
Yeah, okay.
first band was blues band, Phil's band, Sloopy Blue,
Oh yeah,
Blues
I know.
band.
Yeah.
Then John Lai
I
and
didn't know you play with Sloopy Blues. Yeah, but yeah, I know.
you too.
No, I
Yeah,
was
I
supposed to do
played
something with him, but we
for
never
about
got
2
around.
years, I think.
Wow, okay.
Then John Lai and
John Lai, yeah.
Groove Machine.
Mm.
Then already with Peter and Megalomania.
How did you guys meet? I'm just
Through soft.com.
soft.com and
Yes.
then okay. So that's
The advertisements. Remember, band is looking for somebody
Right,
for
That was the seed.
drummer.
That was really the seed of it.
so it's the same with Mohan as well?
Mohan I met through Phil.
Okay, right.
He was coming sometimes playing harmonica with us.
Right. So, Val, again, like I said, good stuff what you're doing with Megalomania and fantastic drumming. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, Pete, we're going to go back to you. And, we talked about some of the songs earlier.
Yeah.
But Psycho Blaster, that's one interesting one which you're not going to perform today.
Yeah. That's
And,
right.
but just a sidetrack quickly. I like that song a lot. So, what's Psycho Blaster all about?
Well, Psycho Blaster.
Am I putting you on the spot here?
I think Psycho Blaster. It's like it sounds violent, right? But actually, the Psycho Blaster is more like a ghetto blaster.
Yeah.
It's blasting with music, and it's blasting the psychopaths out of your life.
Wow.
That's one level of it.
Yeah.
And then the other level is actually psycho in Japanese. I mean, my wife's Japanese. I've lived in Japan for a while. Psycho
Okay.
in Japan means the greatest.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, you can look at it really on those two levels. It's the psycho, the best, right? The best blaster, and it's always about music. It's not about other violence or anything like that. It's really about music.
Okay,
And,
interesting.
I think if you listen to the lyrics, it's about getting the negative people out of your life, blasting them away with your music.
Wow, that's
Um,
poignant and cool at the same
Yeah.
time, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's right.
And since you're the pioneer, member of Megalomania, you're the front man, the face, the everything, so to speak. Yeah, we're definitely going to come to that. And you've worked with different musicians in the past. What is your take on on the guys that you're working with right now?
Oh man, I wish I could play with these guys more often. Every day.
Really?
Seriously, I do hang out in the music pubs a lot. Every now and then I collaborate with somebody, but there's just nothing like collaborating with Megalomania. I mean, it's really amazing. We're loud, we're aggressive, we're tight. These guys are fantastic musicians. They make me look so good. Because I would say I'm not really a fantastic musician compared to these guys. And then it's just so much fun.
You're a fantastic front man, so it's all.
Well, I got the energy to jump around, so that's
Yeah.
So these guys don't need to, And then
Yeah.
they've got the music chops to support me. It's a really fantastic combination.
Part of the jigsaw puzzle. So
Yeah.
And I noticed that it's almost even distribution of duties. Everybody has a say in the songs. Everybody co-writes the songs.
That's right.
And and that's great. Instead
Yeah.
of having one central character
Yeah.
do everything and whatnot. So it's pretty much a real band's
Yeah.
band. so
Yeah, I
to
mean,
speak.
I do write the lyrics of all songs. I'm a professional writer, so I think that's something I can do well. These guys can write lyrics if they want to, but until now, hasn't happened. But I mean, they contribute so many musical ideas that they don't really need to do that sort of stuff. Happy to do that. But of course, we talk about musical themes. What do we want to write about in the songs? That's where we get a lot of balance.
Right. Okay, we're gonna move on now to your album. So maybe we can just get a shot of your album. Hold it up to the camera.
That's the album.
All right.
Escape the World. The big M.
And so this album is available. Where can our softies?
Okay.
Where can I get it?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Farid. So we've got it in a couple of music shops. It's at Inoki Records. It's at Here Records. It's at Roxy Music and Trading, and it's also at Memory Lane. If you want to get a physical copy, it'll be at the show tonight at the Crazy Elephant.
That's right, folks. Crazy Elephant tonight, 8 p.m. Right?
Yep, that's right.
You can have a whole lot of that.
Megalomania.
The Megalomania show tonight at Crazy Elephant, 8 p.m. No cover charge. Come on down. And if you buy the album there, you get the band. You can get the band to autograph the album for you.
Happy to sign it. Yeah,
Yeah, get 'em to
And
sign
then
it.
the other thing, of course, is that it's available for download. So it's
Right.
already available on Bandcamp, and it should also be on iTunes and Amazon Music as well,
Oh,
and maybe other
cool.
platforms. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are popping for Megalomania and for yourself right now, Pete. So and it's really fantastic.
Yeah. Thanks very
So and I want to hear more music. So let's move on to song number 3.
Okay.
And are you gonna tell us about this one? What's it called? It's called Butterfly Wheel.
Yeah,
right?
Butterfly Wheel. So this is a somewhat funkish number that we put together. It's a lot of fun.
All right. This is something I haven't heard yet.
We
but
played it live, and people kind of groove with it. It's fun.
That's cool.
It's about the butterfly wheel story goes back to the Rolling Stones. They were busted for being naughty in the UK in I think 1966. Somebody in one of the London newspapers wrote an editorial, a very famous editorial called "Who Breaks a Butterfly on a Wheel." It's basically about excessive reaction to I guess misdemeanors or whatever they are, and it's a little bit about people just taking things way too seriously.
Okay.
Especially the older generation pushing down the younger generation in some ways. Right?
I know. I gotta admit, Pete, that's a saying I haven't heard. Butterfly wheel.
Yeah, it's
Is it a British? I've heard like chalk and cheese and stuff like that. But
no, it's not a British term. It's just relates to that incident with the Rolling Stones and the
okay.
very famous editorial called "Who Breaks a Butterfly on a Wheel." I mean, would you
yeah.
shoot a butterfly down with a bazooka, right? I mean, come on, it's a little bit excessive, isn't it? And then the term butterfly wheel kind of goes back to I think the Victorian, the Romantic poets and stuff like that. It's been around,
Okay.
but it's not a common saying.
Interesting intro of the song, and I can't wait. So I tell you, let's get on with for the next song. So it's Megalomania with Butterfly Wheel.
Mama, I wanna fly. I said, Mama, I wanna fly. But the bastards spit in my eye. Looks like they don't want me to fly. She said, why? Why do you wanna die? Little butterfly. Went to my teacher, said I must be free. I said, hey teacher, just wait and see. And saw the teacher, he looked at me and shook his head impatiently. And he said, son, you're never, ever, ever, ever gonna go far. You're a shooting star. Hit it, fellas! Mama, still wanna fly. I said, Mama, still wanna fly. But all the doctors have analyzed, and the castrators had justified. They say, why? Why do you wanna die? Little butterfly went to the preacher, said I wanna fly, 'cause I know up there it's only sky. And I know I have got to try, 'cause I don't want life to pass me by. And she said, why? You're never, ever, ever gonna go fly. You're just gonna die. Hit it one more time. I cannot fly. I said, Mama, can't even try. Tell me, Mama, and don't deny why I must be sacrificed. And she said, why? Why did you wanna try? Yeah.
All right, Megalomania with Butterfly Wheel. Good stuff, guys, and really surprising, a real departure from the old, Black Sabbath heavy metal cover.
That
you
is
got
something Sabbath never did. They never did a funk song.
That
It's a
that
total departure. Yeah.
a big departure and something new I've heard, and great.
Yeah.
So you got like Escape the World, that rock ballad thing, and you've got now this one, Butterfly Wheel, catchy, good stuff.
Yeah. And then the Spinal Reconstruction Blues is a
blues.
blues song.
Yeah, you guys are really going all genres and varied.
Yeah, well, half the album is rock. I mean, you're not going to hear Demon Fate now. You're not going to hear
Okay.
Psychoblaster now. Those are rock songs.
Okay.
But we'll be playing them tonight for sure with full volume.
Cool. Okay, so let's talk about the album, and recording the album.
Yeah.
And you were saying that you started recording the album in November last year?
Yep, that's right.
So it's been like a couple of 9 months, I think.
Yeah. Well, we got a really fast start. We laid down the bass, the drums, and the guitar tracks. One of the guitar tracks.
Where do you guys record it?
Live at TNT with Aboy.
Aboy Studios, yeah.
Of course,
Okay,
Aboy.
yeah.
We got the basic tracks done real quick. Then people were traveling, and we couldn't really meet in the studio and stuff like that. So the overdubs, the guitar overdubs, and the vocals did take quite a long time.
Okay.
We wrapped it up in June, and then since June we've been working on the video, the promo materials, setting up for the Crazy Elephant gig and all that stuff. Yeah.
And Pete, I've got to really take my hat off and compliment you on all your organizational skills, because you've got the posters, doing the posters, the album,
The fridge magnets.
the fridge magnets as well. That's another plus point for all you softies. Those who are coming tonight, you stand a chance to actually get bona fide Megalomania material. Can we have a shot of fridge magnets?
Here's one
There
of
you
our
go.
fridge magnets. We got 3 fridge magnets. There's the Vordelak, from Zakeen's drawings, of course, in the video.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got Zakin Fowler,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Another
yeah.
Soft TV alumni,
Yeah, that's right.
and she did some artwork for you.
Yeah, actually, everybody involved almost everyone involved in the production side of the album is a softie. So Zakeen did the video, the illustrations. James helped with the editing, and then Izzy did our album art and our poster art.
Yeah, literally soft family indeed. Wow. Okay. So come back to the album. You all this time to record and mix. What were the problems you faced actually?
No real problems. Just organizing our time. Getting the time. To get down to the studio, setting up the schedule, and listening to the mixes and coming back with feedback. Every time. Sometimes there was a problem where a mistake wasn't fixed, and we thought it was final, and then we realized, the mistake's still there, or a new mistake's popped up, and and also different versions of kind of keeping track of which track to use, which track to not use. I mean, which that is a guitar track or a drum track or something.
Right.
Like that.
So I guess because you guys get along so well musically, as well as in terms of you guys are good friends.
Yeah.
You got no hassles during
Yeah, there were no band.
the creative part.
There were no creative differences.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, some bad ideas were knocked down. Some of them were my bad
Okay.
ideas.
Okay.
I think really, like, every suggestion people made, nobody made it because of ego. They always made it because they wanted it to be a better
To
album.
improve it, yeah.
Yeah, so
And
that-
our boy is a dream to work with. He knows, he's
Fantastic.
been in the scene so long.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knows, what needs to be done.
And he's such a fun guy to hang out with.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he,
crazy
he
guy.
definitely never cheats you. I mean, rips you off or
Yeah,
anything like that. I
definitely.
mean, he's always pure and straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked with him since
Yeah.
the 80s, so
Yeah.
real good guy to work with, So shout out to our boy from TNT Studios as well.
Thank you, boy.
Right.
Definitely. He's the 5th Megalomania.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
did you know that our boy is a pretty good guitar player himself?
Yep.
He's
Yep.
in I was with him in a Loudness tribute band in the 80s. Man, those songs were high and hard to sing.
Yeah, and he's now on contributed some guitar solo to the LC '93 album that's coming out.
Right.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's fantastic. And he's on the cover of the Satan album.
Really? I didn't know that. I'm going to talk to him about that. Right.
Yeah.
So excellent. Like I said, the organization, the posters, the CDs, and the music video. Let's talk about the music video.
Sure.
You know. So tell us.
I can tell you about the music video, and maybe at the same time I can tell you about the song itself, the Wordlock,
Okay.
because the images and the lyrics and
Which
all
is the
of it
last
fit
song that
together.
you're going to do
Yeah.
for this afternoon.
So the
yeah.
Wordlock is the last song that we're going to play today.
Alright.
And what a lot of people ask me, what is a Wordlock? Okay, well, in 1963, this Italian director came out with a movie called Black Sabbath. It's actually called The Three Faces of Evil in Italian, but the English marketing title was called Black Sabbath.
Pretty much cult favorite movie.
Yeah, it's a cult movie. It has Boris Karloff in it, dubbed into Italian. So
Wow,
it's interesting,
okay.
yeah. And the Wordlock is basically a tale of a family that is cursed by a vampire among its members. So, you know, the kind of stuff that happens is a very Eastern European tale, which is interesting because my roots are in Eastern Europe. Val's roots are in Eastern Europe too. I'm not saying that we're Wordlocks, but well,
Okay.
you can take it as however you like. I've even got the movie poster here. So one of the
That's
one of the whoops
upside down.
isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the tales in the movie is called the Wordlock, and that's supposedly the Wordlock on the poster there.
So Black
riding
Sabbath.
around.
I'm confused. Did Black Sabbath perform in the movie or in the soundtrack?
No, the band Black Sabbath took their name
From the-
this movie.
okay,
So the
okay,
movie
okay.
came out in '63, and Black Sabbath, the band, formed in '68, 5 years later.
Right.
And the story goes that they were trying to figure out what kind of sound that they want for their band. Should it be hippie psychedelic music, hippie or blues or what? They played a lot of blues. They saw the movie Black Sabbath, and they realized that there's long queues around the block to see these horror movies. Well, why do people like things that scare them? It doesn't seem natural, but people do like scary things, and they pay money to see scary things. And they said, well, let's be a scary band. And they said, okay, we're going to write scary
Yeah.
songs. Yeah. It
You
all
know,
went back to this movie.
I think this was like a commercial move on the part of Sharon Osbourne. He was very good manager for the band, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, getting to the video though,
Yeah.
I worked with Zakine. I knew she was an illustrator, and I said, Zakine, we want to make a movie. We want to make a video, and we'd love to do an animated video. Unfortunately, we don't really have the budget to do true animation, but hey, maybe Zakine can draw some of her cool pictures, because we saw the work that she did for her own video, Drawn to You.
Yeah.
We thought, like, wow, that's fantastic. I want to have something like that for my album. So we created, I think, about 10 illustrations, which you would see in the first part of the song and the first part of the video, which is quite slow. You're looking at a static picture with a bit of zooming in and out, and it's not really that exciting, but the song's slow anyway, and then it builds up and gets faster and faster. And that's when we put in some video clips and some images, and it's really, really great.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a chance we can actually watch the video now, or no? Okay. Well, no worries. I've watched it before, and we'll put a link on for
Yeah,
all softies to actually
It's there on YouTube.
check it out. Yeah.
Megalomania, the Wordlock, and we're the only ones that come up if you search.
Yeah, and apparently, you've got quite a few fans out there who like the song a lot. They've heard it before,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, I
we're
remember I
anxious-
played it. I played it at the last at my as a solo artist. I came in here, did soft TV and trumpets. I remember him telling me he was blown
and
away.
that was a very acoustic version, real stripped down,
it was
and
acoustic. And James and Leslie were headbanging behind the cameras at that time. That was fun. Yeah.
so now we've got the real thing with the full band version of the Wordlock.
Will be tonight.
Okay, the real thing. Yeah.
This version is actually quite different from
Oh, okay.
the version I played 2 years ago with Jay. That was the acoustic version, and it was actually the version that I wrote musically. And these guys basically took it apart, and they added all sorts of great stuff to it.
Wow.
Not just the solo. I mean, all the intro stuff is theirs. So I really, really appreciate you guys, making a good song even better. Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is going to be interesting, really interesting indeed. Okay, are you guys ready to do the last song?
We're ready to kick out the jams.
Kick out the jams? All right, man. So, for the last time out this afternoon, Megalomania with the Wordlock.
They only drink the blood of those whom they love the best.
get sucked into the void with threats without the threat within its retribution for our sin. Yeah. We cannot control the world. Our helpless plans have come unfold. The evil deeds of yesterday we pray, betray, we slay, won't go away. If I don't come back by midnight, you must kill me, for I'll be a murder. I could drink your blood and split your bones. I'll turn you into one of my kind. We the cursed awaken in our graves. We know you will seek out your bloody fate. You will rebel in taking life. You will become the Lord of the Flies.
All right, Megalomania with Voodoo Love. Excellent stuff. Great work, guys. And we want to dedicate that song also to Trampus Good Enough, who unfortunately can't be with us today because of some work issues. But he really want to be here, and he'll be at Crazy Elephant tonight to cheer you guys on.
Trump us. All right, rock and roll.
Fantastic set, Pete and guys. Good stuff. Thanks again for appearing.
Thanks, Farid.
Before we wrap it up, I just want to. You guys got any shout outs to your friends, family members out there? Anything at all?
Definitely want to shout out to our friends. Hopefully I don't forget anybody. I mean Farid and James, you guys have always been supporting us. You guys are fantastic, really.
Yeah, that's
definitely
right.
love the support. It's amazing. Trumpets as well, of course. Kevin Matthews, who loves the band, who wrote about us in Today magazine. That was fantastic. Aboy, of course, who recorded us, spent many hours with us. Dali Fali, who gave us that great solo. Izzy, who did the album art. Zakin, who helped us with the video. Gosh, am I forgetting someone? Also, of course, John Chi, Crazy Elephant. We played there many times, and some of the other places that we played at too. Melissa at Platinum, of course, the good people at Sportsman. You know, who we played there before.
Yeah, Billy and Gina.
Yeah. And it's Gina's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Gina.
All right. And Faz and guys, any shout outs? Anything you want to add?
It's a barbershop.
Barbershop and Danny, you're right. Yes, that's right. We played Beer Fest that one time too. So thanks, Danny. Yep, that's right.
Okay. And finally, before we wrap it up, as seasoned musicians yourself, any word of advice do you want to give to the new up and coming rockers on Soft TV or anywhere for that matter? Any kind of advice?
Practice. Listen to as much music as you can. Study how to do what you want to do. Meet as many fellow musicians as you can, especially, and form bands. Get music going, especially. Try to play your original music if you can.
Excellent.
Anything else?
Anybody? Yeah.
Never afraid to try.
Yeah.
Cool. Point then. Something I should learn. Yeah. I'll never be afraid to try it. Anyway, guys, it's been a blast having you guys here on this Saturday afternoon. Thanks again. Thank you so much for sharing your music with us.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for
it was really enjoyable. Okay, people.
the jams.
All right. And that was Peter Hoflich. You've been listening to the sounds for the last hour or so of Megalomania, from the material from the new album. You can get it at the various record shops or at their album launch tonight at Crazy Elephant at 8 o'clock. And online, of course, yeah. All right, your man FGL here signing off. I'll see you guys when I see you, so take care and peace and out.